violence. J. Robert Oppenheimer always said that his two great loves were the desert and science. So I imagine that when he married the two in Alamogordo, New Mexico, he held his breath. I imagine he closed his eyes and held his breath. I've never held my breath for longer than the time it took to rearrange our letters into home, or marry me, or yes, I'll love you forever, and please, don't let go. When anagram don't let go reads God let not, but Oppenheimer was never one for word games, and I still haven't added the plutonium of your hips to the things I can contain, if I could tell you. In 1945, Robert Oppenheimer detonated the first atomic bomb. 30 years later, you arrived, yelling like somebody owed you something, and maybe they did, but you've been running around ever since like you got something to prove. This is about violence. I was born a slaughterhouse dance, and I've been tripping on my hands like I got something to hide ever since. If I could tell you, you have me cardiac arrested, tested by your smile. If I could tattoo your voice onto my eyelids and bring you closer with every blink, bring the heat of 1,000 southern summers and sear your fingers to their home. If I could tell you, but I can't look into the testing sights of your eyes. Fingers splitting atoms and battering my heart with every move. You are a whiskey-drunk shelter, hot with the cavities of failures and near misses. You are my near miss, and I hope it will not always be that way. I hope the space next to my body at night will not always taste like fallout, that I can stop rejecting the radioactive men who love me just because I'm wearing the wrong suit. In 1945, the United States tested atomic weapons on its own soil. Like we had room to spare, like we had places to fuck, like we had a life to get on with. I have a life to get on with. Even though you look like every plan I've ever made, wrapped in every bed I've ever been too small for, I am too small. And while I may have wrecking balls for hips and a voice to slit wrists to, I am no match for the radiance of your fingers. They are nameless and naming, damning my body with infertile soil and the silent defects that come with death and look like home. Like marry me, like yes, I'll love you forever, but please, just let go. The United States has tested 215 atomic weapons above ground. This fact may account for the light around your face. I want to be the light around your face. I want to be more than a bearable hanging when faced with the imperative rush of the big guns. The guns, you are a gun, and if I could be a bullet, I imagine I would hold my breath.